What's happening, all my YouTube peeps? It's been a minute since I posted another video, but today what we're getting into is knocking out a screen replacement on another vehicle with the random ghost touching. And this is going to be on a 2018 Dodge Durango. So if you're experiencing the same issues where your screen's acting up, in this case our screen's acting up where it won't allow us to turn on the air conditioning because it's ghost touching, then this video is going to walk you step by step on how easy it is to get it changed out. Of course, if you need to order a screen, you can do that right from our website by clicking the link above or also in the description, and you can also reach out with any questions as well. We sincerely appreciate you watching as always, and we hope this really helps you out. So please, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get to it. Isn't allowing the AC to come on because it's shutting it on and off. So we're going to get this swapped out so you can get back to functioning your car normal. It does work, but it is random and unfortunately keeps glitching out, so we're not able to keep our AC on at all. And it's 200 degrees out here, it feels like. So let's see what's about. All right, step one, guys, is going to be remove this bezel so we can access the bolts that we need to get to the screen. As always, I highly recommend any plastic pry tools. These are made specifically to help you remove panels in vehicles. We also have these on our sites as well. So what we want to do is you just want to run your plastic pry tool around the edge, and you'll be able to kind of feel where there's a snap. And once you get one of them, then you can just continue to run this along the back, and you're going to hear them click just like that. And we're going to continue to do this gently and go down the row. And you work it till you keep filling the clips, and they'll eventually pop out all the way, just like that. Okay. This one's actually really easy to get to. It's one of the nicer vehicles. Once you get that off, you have one plug, very easy to get to. You're just going to use, you can actually use your thumb on this one, which is also nice because typically I always recommend a small screwdriver. So once you get that, you can just place your panel in a nice safe area. And now what we have are basically four, looks like either 7 or 10 millimeter bolts. We're going to pop that off so we can get the screen off. Okay guys, so these are 7 millimeter bolts. So you're just going to get those on there. Now, another thing that you may always want to have is a nice little magnet or magnetic tip pieces, just in case. A lot of times when you're doing this, if you happen to be doing another vehicle and you happen to drop a bolt or a screw, it could be very frustrating. So I always like to keep a nice magnetic piece handy right underneath or right by it, so as I get the bolt off, I could just grab onto it and I don't have to worry about it falling. Okay, now that that's off, we're going to just slide this right out. We're going to take a look behind here, and there is a plethora of different switches and plugs. So you can see the different level of plugs that we have here. And what we're going to do is just take our small screwdriver, push down, and pull these all out. And I'm going to show y'all how we're going to do that as well. All right, so we're going to pull these off. And once again, we're just going to take our flathead screwdriver and we're going to push down. And as we're pushing down, we're going to back those out. Every tab's different, guys, that you come across, but you just got to make sure you're pushing straight down on the tab. And once you push down on the tab, you do have to kind of gently back it out at the same time so it releases as well. All right, let me get this one off first. This one has, this one right here, this gray one, has the piece on the bottom that you can push in with your thumb. And now this one right here, what we want to do is get this piece over this lip right here to release that up like that. And once you do that, you basically pull that up and that will release it and get our screen out. So now we can go to dismantling this screen and replacing the screen in here. Okay guys, so we got our new screen all ready to go. It does have a protective piece on it. So we're just going to show you this. It's going to connect with the 4 screws in the back. So we're going to take our other piece off. I do always recommend having a towel down as well. And we're just going to go to town right here. So you can see we have just some regular screws. This is holding this heat sink on. We're going to take those screws right out. Some big old long suckers. We'll place those in our magnetic bowl. Nice. Yeah, so do still see one right there. I was thinking I wouldn't need that one. I'm gonna go ahead and get that one off. Bam. Yep. So we do have, when you take this heat sink off, we have 2 boards. And I'm just watching these boards because, oh wow, these just sit on there too. Wow, that's crazy. Just magnetic touch, just pretty crappy design. But once I get this off, I'm going to show you underneath this board. You're going to want to be careful when you take this board off, because we do have a ribbon underneath and also a few connectors. I'm going to show you how we're going to take them off the bottom of this board, and I'm going to show you once I get them off how we do that. Yes. All right, beautiful. Okay, so let me zoom in here so you can see this. So these basically attach to the bottom over here. And you basically just plug these in, and they're really easy to plug in, so you won't have any issue just pulling them off. I recommend tweezers. I was able to do with my hands. This is the bottom ribbon. You don't want to mess with that. These just go on like so. I'm going to zoom in so you can see this. And you just push that on like that. So to pull this off, you're just going to take a tweezer and just basically pull it straight back. Or you can take your hands, if you can get them in there, and just pull it off like that. Okay? So we're just going to set this down for now. Watch that ribbon. These also come off for some weird reason, guys. They're just basically a separator for that heat sink. So I'm just going to move these to the side for now. We'll just put those right there. Here we go. We have another one of those electric rods right there, and then this is also a heat sink, and then this is going to plug right into here. So you're just gonna lift up on that, but be careful of this one because you do have to plug that in, which goes right on the end right there. And now we have to get this plate off, which appears, I'm hoping once we remove this outer ring, we're going to go around. Looks like it's kind of glued on there. I'm hoping that's not the case, but it definitely looks like it's the case. Some kind of weird gel. We're going to get that off by bending this black piece and all the tabs that you see. We're going to bend those off. to take off the frame and see if we can gain access to this panel right here. And these we're just going to bend at the tabs and pick up as you're doing it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's getting there. Yep. Once you get one side done, it kind of is easier. Just got to watch this side with the what appears to be some kind of glue or gel to kind of, I guess, hold it on. I don't know why you need the extra adhesive there, but we're gonna see. So that is all that's holding that screen in now that we've removed those screws. Okay, so now we have all those tabs out. Now we should be able to lift this up. Still got to watch that one connector because it is attached to this frame right here that you can see. But now I believe this screen we're just going to lift up. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So let me move this to where you can see it. So our screen is attached right there with the ribbon. And what we have to do is lift this tab up, okay? We're gonna have to plug this one into the board right here and take this off of the back of the screen to plug in here. So you see how the new screen, it's already flipped up. The same thing you have to do to release this. And we're gonna take our time with the ribbon cables, guys, because when you're doing this, it's very, very important. We have this happen all the time with our customers that buy our screens. They call us up, oh, the screen's not working. More than likely, you did not do the ribbon screen correctly, okay? So we're gonna take our time with this. Okay, we're gonna lift this up. And you saw I just pulled it basically straight back towards me. That lifted it up and automatically released that cable. And then this one, the same thing. We're going to lift it away. And when we do that, it releases it. Okay? So now our screen should be able to just come out right here. And that's it. So we're going to get rid of this old crappy screen right there. This is the old one. Okay, and we're going to replace it with our brand new screen to get it back going again. We're going to take our new screen. Now the new screen is going to have a protective panel on here. Yeah, so this has the protective screen on there. So you got to kind of just find the corner on that. We're going to remove that. And then we're going to put it in correctly. Okay, now once that's in, what I want to do is first, since we have this loose, we're going to put this ribbon in first. We're going to place this in, okay? And you'll be able to line it up, okay? So I'm lining it up. I'm going to make sure it's exactly with the tabs. And this is, guys, these ribbons are so finicky. You want to be very, very careful with it, but you also want to make sure that they're in there. And this one, luckily, does have some tabs and also the line, but the tabs are right on the edges, and you can line them up. Let me see if I can get a really good close-up for you on those. I'm going to circle where those tabs are so you can really see. But once those are lined up and it's straight, you see how my finger's on there? I'm just going to keep that held in. And then while I'm holding that in, I'm going to just push down like so. Now that's locked in, okay? So now I'm going to move this ribbon. Gosh, widen this for you. Okay, so now we're going to line this up back where it was. And now we're going to do the same thing with this ribbon. Beautiful. I already know that's lined up because the tabs went right over it perfectly. This is lined up perfectly. And now I'm going to basically put this back down to where we have a perfect fitment for this and keep everything lined up. Hopefully nice and even. Okay, that's perfectly lined up. And now you just want to be very gentle and careful when you're putting back down your outside ring. And once that's completely all in the correct spot, what I want to do is now just push down my tabs on all corners back to where it's not going to release. All right, so now I'm just going to take my thing and see if I can bend them down all the way to where they don't move anymore, like so. Yep. All right, that looks good. So now we got that. So now we got to get our piece, our bottom board back on. Okay. And remember, the bottom board, we have to reconnect this piece first. So we're going to look for the plug right there. Once again, what we have to do is get this little cable plugged in. Okay, and you're just going to simply snap that back on, and then this piece right here has to line up with this, and we're just going to push that in. Okay, so you want to make sure that this is on. This is your heat sink, okay, which goes right over that. So we're going to come here, we're going to place this on. Okay, it snaps in, and now we're going to line this up, which unfortunately these are coming off, which I might actually do that. Just take this off and put this right here to where that we can just set this down. Yes, right where it needs to go. Beautiful. Make sure that's plugged in, and we're gonna line this up. And once it's lined up, you just give it a little push down, and now it's solid in there. Now we're gonna put these back in place. They don't make this easy, guys. This one to get off was easy, but I just want to line these up. And we might knock these back down, which is fine. Just gonna line those up for now. So we're gonna lay that back down. Okay. We're gonna put these back on. So we're gonna move this out the way real quick. Remember, you just lining these up, guys, and then you're gonna feel when you push them in evenly, they're gonna snap on. You'll be able to feel it. Okay. So now once that's on there, the very last one we have to get right here. And then these are going to basically slide in here. We're going to line that up. Okay. Once that's on there, now we're going to take this. We're going to hopefully be able to gently line this up, and I'm going to hold this like this in place and put this down, and hopefully give this a snap in like so. And I believe we got a good snap there. We're going to see. We're going to take all of our screws now. So remember, the secret when you flipping this back over is to hold this up to where the board stays up and you can place this over without it falling down. Okay, so that's all lined up. Now we're just gonna screw this back in, guys. And then we're gonna go get it back in the car and test it out. Boom. There we have it. All ready to go. We gotta clean off the screen. So we did get a little bit of that glue residue on there, which is no big deal. We'll be able to clean that off real quick. Some good dashing glass, and let's go install this. We now have the screen cleaned off and ready to be put back in. So now we are going to get this installed and see if we have a fit. Reverse order all of our plugs. So this one's just going to slide in, guys. Once it's slid in, to clamp it down, you're just going to pull this back down and you'll hear it snap. And the rest of them are just going to snap in and are all color coded. So very easy to put on and color coded, okay? Okay, we're just going to line this back up for now. We're not going to screw it back in. We do need to do our AC though. So let me turn that off. I forgot to plug in my AC switch. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got power. That's beautiful. It's the first time being plugged in, so we're just gonna let it warm up. Might have to change the language on that. We got AC, we got that. We're gonna turn up the power. Beautiful. We need to find English. There we go. Beautiful. And now we have everything is functioning back just like we want, guys. Exactly like we want. You may have to go in there, change the metrics on it if your screen was messing up, but we do have everything back. We have all of our controls exactly like we need it, and now functioning properly. And now we can shut this off and we're going to be able to plug this back in. Okay, now I will tell you that these came off of my these were stuck in the backside, so if these come off, guys, you just want to find where they go on here and you're just going to plug those right back up. We're going to put our bolts back in, which are our 7mm bolts. And once we have those back, guys, now we're just going to line this back up, and this just literally pushes back in. And there you have it, back better than factory, and the screen is good to go. All the touchscreen works. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I sincerely hope this is able to help you out, get your screen back going in your Durango. As always, please make sure to leave us a comment. If you give this a try, let us know how easy it was able to help you out. And once again, if you need to order a screen, just check in the description or the link above. And as always, we sincerely appreciate you watching. Please make sure to subscribe. Peace.